CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Orlando Orbits and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Second-year man from South Dakota State. It's Zach Zenner. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. And he's got room. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. It's hard to stay mad at a player who fights for yardage, even if it's not successful. But on this play, I'm just looking at what the defense did. We always talk about gang tackling and getting more people to the football. How about the job they did there, the discipline they had? No matter how hard he fought, more and more people showed up and helped create that big loss of yardage there. That's the kind of play that the defense gets excited about.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Let's go! Looking to throw. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, try and put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 52 yards on the ground.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. 34 yards there and a first down.
Let's go. Flex round.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Duke Williams. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, used to say when we got big plays.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Dmula2420's with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Play action. They'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got to... And I think the ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A dump off to Elliott. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll drop the throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And some space here. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine, I marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So I guess we'll call this a pitcher's duel so far. I think that was a 3-run homer there, and it makes it a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, and what inning are we in? It's not the most common of score lines, but it's pretty indicative of the fact that we're in for a tight one.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Here we go, Ohio!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And this is good, and it makes it a 9-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Right side caught by Jackson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Leonard Fournette fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. They still can't get it. They find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he is knocked down from the side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Ohio! Ohio! Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Let's go!
They'll throw now on the final play. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So we've reached who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He's all alone, Tyrod Taylor. And he's taken down deep in their territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your...
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Julius Peppers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Back to throw here. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
A first down carry by Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
He'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get... And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On target over the middle to Hill. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kyle Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive.
The Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Williams in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Oh, and now he bowls him over, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll set up a throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Miller on the catch over the middle. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Fights him off. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Shift together here from the D-line. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Dancing to his left. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. He's back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll run it now out of the gun. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with time running out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now back out comes the offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he's got